Take down this question. Integration means what? Combining as a group, coming together in agreement, etc. Integration cannot, okay, I'll write it a little more big so it will be visible to you. Integration cannot be achieved. Integration cannot be achieved. There are contrasts. C-O-N-T-R-A-S-T-S. There are contrasts between the rich and the poor. Between the rich and the poor. There are contrasts between the rich and the poor. And different religious groups. And different religious groups. This is the question. I'll read it out. Integration cannot be achieved. There are contrasts, differences. There are contrasts between the rich and the poor and different religious groups. This is the question. Clear? Fine. From this, what can be inferred? First one, contrasts, C-O-N-T-R-A-S-T-S. Contrasts hinder integration. Contrasts hinder integration. Second option, integration is essential for every country. Integration is essential for every country. Third option, both 1 and 2. Last option, none of these. None of this. Think well. I'll read the question once again. Integration cannot be achieved. There are contrasts between the rich and the poor and different religious groups. From this, what can be inferred? One says contrasts hinder integration. Integration is essential for every country. Both 1 and 2, none of these. Come to the first one. Contrasts hinder integration. Hinder means what? Obstruct. Prevent something from happening, etc. Contrasts hinder integration. Can this option or this idea be gained from the question? Contrasts hinder integration. The question says integration cannot be achieved. According to the question, what is the reason why integration cannot be achieved? There are contrasts between the rich and the poor and different religious groups. As there are contrasts between the rich and the poor and different religious groups, integration cannot be achieved, right? Now here, in this sentence, instead of a full stop, I place a semicolon there. Integration cannot be achieved, semicolon. There are contrasts between the rich and the poor and different religious groups. Clear? Now, I told you about these punctuation marks. Colon, semicolon, hyphen, brackets. I told you this while discussing punctuation marks. Now, these punctuation marks, colon, semicolon, hyphen, brackets, these are termed as appositions. A-P-P-O-S-I-T-I-O-N. Appositions. You know what is opposition? Opposition means something that is against or opposite. Apposition is the opposite of opposition. Apposition means something that is supporting. Clear? So colon, semicolon, hyphen, brackets, these are termed as appositions. Now the rule is this: what comes after an apposition? Yesterday I solved a question using the concept of apposition. One sentence completion question I solved, one of you have posted it. I solved it with the help of appositions only, right? I'll give you one more example anyways. So colon, semicolon, hyphen, brackets. Now the rule is this: what comes after an apposition explains what comes before it. That is the rule. What comes after an apposition explains what comes before it. So if you're not able to understand the first part, just read the second part. Similarly, if you're not able to understand the second part, you just read the first part. Because the rule says what comes after an apposition explains what comes before it. Clear? Fine. Now come to the sentence. Integration cannot be achieved, semicolon. Semicolon is an apposition. There are contrasts between the rich and the poor and different religious groups. So according to the question, integration cannot be achieved. And the reason why integration cannot be achieved is there are contrasts between different religious groups and between the rich and the poor. Because of contrasts, integration cannot be achieved. That is what the question says. Clear? Fine. Come to option 1 now. Contrasts hinder integration. That means contrasts prevent integration. Contrasts obstruct integration. Correct? Option 1 is absolutely correct according to the question. Because according to the question, integration is not happening because of contrasts. And that is what statement 1 also says: contrasts hinder integration. So 1 can be inferred from the question. 1 can be inferred from the question. Come to the second one. So based on this, option 4 is eliminated. Come to the second one. Integration is essential for every country. Every is a general word. I gave this in the list of general words. Everyone, everybody, everything, every time, everywhere, etc. Every is a general word. So that means option 2 is general. If what is there in the option is general, what is in the paragraph also, the question also must be general. Is there any general word in the question? In the question there is no general word. So here it is general, there is no general word here. So 2 cannot be inferred, so 2 is eliminated. Based on that, 3 is also gone, answer must be 1. Contrast, hinder, integration. 1 is given there in the question, whereas 2 is not talked about in the question. 2 is what we imagine, in fact. No imagination. Stick only to what is given there in the statement. And apply the concepts onto the question and to the options and go for the best option. That is the only thing. Clear? So 2 is gone, 3 is gone, 4 is gone, answer must be 1. Contrast, hinder, integration. Clear? So these punctuation marks, colon, semicolon, hyphen, brackets, these punctuation marks deserve more importance while reading. Right? I'll give you an example based on these punctuation marks. Right? You may take down the sentence. I'll rub this part. Take down the sentence. Dash is the key to their happiness. It's a previous gate question. It's a previous gate question. Dash is the key to their happiness. Semicolon. Apposition. Dash is the key to their happiness. They are satisfied with what they have. They are satisfied with what they have. They are satisfied with what they have. This is the question. So we have to fill in this blank with a word. Clear? Fine. The options are 1. Contentment. Contentments. Now, being content means what? Being content means being happy with what we have, right? I'm not saying the exact word, but if I say the exact word, sometimes it will be very easy for you, in fact. Being content means what? Being happy with what we have. Clear? Fine. 1 is contentment. Second one is ambition. ambition. Third is perseverance. Perseverance. Last one is hunger. Last one is hunger. These are the 4 options. Clear? Actually, apply the concepts under the question and then only think about the options. Fine? Right. Dash is the key to their happiness. Semicolon is an apposition. They are satisfied with what they have. I told you, what comes after an apposition explains what comes before it. Clear? Semicolon is an apposition. Now here, we are asked to fill the blank in the part before the apposition. Actually, the part after the apposition explains the part before the apposition. Clear? And the blank comes in the part before the apposition. Right? Dash is the key to their happiness. Come to the second part. They are satisfied with what they have. That means this part is supporting or explaining this part. They are satisfied with what they have. So this part is explaining this part because of the semicolon, apposition. Clear? They are satisfied with what they have. Now make an educated guess. But what can be the answer to this question? They are satisfied with what they have. That is what the second part says. Come to D. Hunger. Hunger is the key to their happiness. They are satisfied. Remember hunger. Hunger for something means what? You are in need of something. You want something more. You are in want of something or in need of something. You want something. That is termed as hunger. The second part says they are satisfied with what they have. That means they don't want anything. They are not in need of anything. They are happy or satisfied with what they have. So it cannot be hunger. Right? Come to see. Perseverance. What is perseverance? Persevere means what? Perseverance means continuing in spite of difficulties. Continuing in spite of difficulties is termed as perseverance. Clear? If I say I go for an exam, I fail the exam. Right? But still I keep on trying unless and until I pass the exam. That is termed as perseverance. Keeping on trying in spite of difficulties. That means continuing in spite of difficulties. I insert perseverance here. Perseverance is the key to their happiness. They are satisfied with what they have. Perseverance means what? You are trying hard to gain something. That is termed as perseverance. Whereas according to the second part, after the semicolon, they are happy with what they have. That means they are not in search of anything. They are not continuing anything to gain something. So it cannot be perseverance also. Come to 2. Ambition. I fill the blank with ambition. Ambition is the key to the happiness. Ambition means what? What we wish to become. What we desire to become. Is ambition referring to what we have right now or what we want to get? Ambition refers to what we want to get. But according to the second part, they are satisfied with what they have. They are not in need of anything. Same reason for 2, 3 and 4. Ambition is also eliminated. Content. Being content with something means what? Being happy with something, being satisfied with something. That is termed as contentment. Being happy with what we have, right? Not wanting more. So contentment is the key to the happiness. Come to the second part now. They are satisfied with what they have. That means they are content or happy with what they have. So best option here, the only option here that fits the context is 1. And I can say that 1 is the answer only because of the second part. If I consider only the first part, all the 4 options are correct. Ambition is the key to the happiness, fine. Perseverance is the key to the happiness, fine. Hunger is the key to the happiness, fine. Contentment is the key to the happiness, all are fine. So if I consider only the first part, all the 4 options are okay. But if I consider the second part, only 1 option would be fine. That is option 1, the others cannot fit the context. Because second part says they are satisfied with what they have. Got it? So punctuation marks, these punctuation marks, colon, semicolon, hyphen, brackets also matter a lot. Fine? You may take down this question. After this, I'll tell you the basics of analogy. right? Take down this question. Communication and interpersonal skills. This was a gate question. Communication and interpersonal skills. Communication and interpersonal skills are dash important in their own ways. Or dash important in their own ways. Communication, sentence completion. Communication and interpersonal skills are dash important in their own ways. Clear? Option A is each. Each. Option B is both. Option C is all. Option D is either. Each, both, all, either. Communication, interpersonal skills are dash important in their own ways. Fine. What should be the answer? I said apply the concepts onto the question. Clear? In the question, we have a keyword, that is and. And is a keyword, a support indicator. Clear? A support indicator, I gave you the list of support indicators, and. And is a support indicator. A support indicator must connect either two positive ideas or two negative ideas. Right? Two positive ideas or two negative ideas. Fine? Right. According to this sentence, which are the two ideas that and connects here? One is communication, other one is interpersonal skills. Now tell me, in this sentence, and is connecting either two positive ideas or two negative ideas? Two positive ideas. Communication is positive. Interpersonal skills is also positive. So here and is a support indicator, and every indicator connects two ideas. Right? The only thing is that charges may change. That is the only thing. Every indicator connects two ideas. Fine? Communication and interpersonal skills are dash important in their own ways. Clear? So here we are talking only about two ideas, right? Tell me, which is the word among the options, which is the word used to refer to two? Each. I'm not saying each is the answer. Come to each, option A. While doing subject-verb agreement, I told you about each. Each, everyone, everybody, everything, someone, somebody, something, anyone, anybody, anything. I told you a term also at that time, while doing subject-verb agreement, that was in a rule. Indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns. Each, everyone, all these are termed as indefinite pronouns. Now if you refer the notes that I gave you while doing subject-verb agreement, you will come across this. Indefinite pronouns. I told you at that time that indefinite pronouns are taken as singular. Indefinite pronouns are taken as singular. So here we have two ideas. One is communication, interpersonal skills is another idea. There are two ideas here. Each is used for singular, so A is eliminated. Come to D, ether. I told you about ether also while doing subject-verb agreement. Ether is used for one. Neither is also used for one. Right? If ether comes without or, I told you that in fact, if you remember, that is also then the rule regarding subject-verb agreement. If you refer the rules to find it, I'll give the rule in detail. If in a sentence, if either comes without or if neither comes without nor, if either comes without or if neither comes without nor, that means the subject of the sentence is taken as singular. This is a rule I gave. In a sentence, if either comes without or if neither comes without nor, that means the subject of the sentence is taken as singular. Fine. Now, if I add either here, do we have or in this sentence? Or is not there in this sentence. That means the subject is taken as singular. Whereas according to the question, we have two ideas. So subject is not singular, subject is plural. So either is also eliminated. Clear? We are referring about two ideas here and is connecting two ideas. One is communication, interpersonal skills. Now tell me, Which of these two words are used to refer to two? Both is used to refer to two, or all is used to refer to two? Both is used to refer to two. And all is eliminated because all is a general word. I gave the word all in the list of words you have to be careful about. I said all is general. Whereas in the statement, we are not talking about everything. We are talking only about two specific things. What are two specific things? One is communication, and the other one is interpersonal skills. So all is a very general word. Questions like talking about two specific ideas. Communication, interpersonal skills. It cannot be all also. Answer must be B. Both. Clear? You know, the rules of grammar, sentence correction, and verbal logic, reasoning are interconnected. While doing verbal logic questions, you can eliminate options using some concepts of grammar. And while doing grammar questions, you can eliminate some options using the concepts of verbal logic. So the rules of verbal logic and grammar interconnected. Clear? So go by the rules. I've given you the rules in detail for every topic, in fact. Clear? Just go by the rules. Got it? One more sentence completion question. Then I'll tell you the basics of analogy. Right? Just one more question. I love this part. This was also a previous GATE question, right? Fine. Take down. She could not dash the thought of dash the election to her bitter rival. B-I-T-T-E-R. Bitter rival. Rival means what? Opponent, with whom you compete, whom you oppose, etc. Right? She could not dash the thought of dash the election to her bitter rival. Option A, B-E-A-R, bear, comma, losing, L-O-O-S-I-N-G, losing. Option B, bear, B-A-R-E, bear, comma, losing, L-O-O-S-I-N-G, losing. Option C, bear, B-E-A-R, comma, losing, L-O-S-I-N-G, losing. Clear? Now, B-E-A-R and B-A-R-E are pronounced the same way, but the meanings are different, spellings are different. Bear, bear. Similarly, losing, L-O-O-S-I-N-G and L-O-S-I-N-G are pronounced the same way, but the meanings are different, spellings are different. Clear? Fine. Losing. Last option, D, B-A-R-E, losing, L-O-O-S-I-N-G, losing. Understand the meaning of it. Clear? Understand the meaning of the question. She could not dash the thought of dash the election to her bitter rival. Right? Fine. What do you mean by B-E-A-R, bear? Now, one meaning is that bear, animal, right? But here it is a verb. Bear means what? Tolerate, stand, etc. Right? Bear. L-O-O-S-I-N-G means what? Losing. If I say shirt loose, pants loose, L-W-S-E, that means not rigidly brought together. Right? Loose. Not rigidly brought together. Right? That is L-O-S-E, loose. B-A-R-E, bear means what? B-A-R-E, bear. B-A-R-E, bear means of no value, worthless, right? Of no value, worthless, like junk, waste, etc. That is B-A-R-E, bear. Clear? L-O-S-I-N-G, losing means what? I lose the match, right? Not being successful. That is L-O-S-E, lose. Clear? L-O-O-S-E means not rigidly brought together. B-A-R, bear means to tolerate, withstand, etc. B-A-R-E, bear means of no value, worthless. L-O-S-I-N-G means not being successful, not accomplishing, etc. Clear? Fine. Come to the first one. She could not dash the thought of dash the election to a bitter rival. You understand the context. Context means the meaning of the sentence. Actually, we must focus on understanding the context. There is a meaning and identifying the charge. Clear? Fine. Understand the meaning of a sentence. Have an idea about the meaning, about the charge, about the meaning of a sentence. She could not dash the thought of dash the election to a bitter rival. The sentence talks about this particular person facing an opponent. And this particular person does not want to lose to the opponent. That means she wants to win. That is the meaning of this particular sentence. Now tell me, the second blank must be filled with L-O-O-S-I-N-G or L-O-S-I-N-G. It should be filled by L-O-S-I-N-G. L-O-S-I-N-G doesn't fit this context at all. So easily options A, B and D are gone. Answer must be C. Clear? We're talking about this particular person doesn't want to fail or lose to his opponent or rival, to his competitor. She wants to be successful. She wants to accomplish. That is the meaning of this particular sentence. So L-O-O-S-I-N-G doesn't fit this context at all. So based on that itself, option A is gone, option B is gone, option D is gone. Answer must be C. And in this simple. And in this, the first blank must be filled with B-A-R or B-A-R-E. It should be B-A-R. Means she cannot tolerate the thought. She cannot stand the thought of losing election to the bitter rival. So answer must be C. So don't miss any concept, in fact. Hope you got it. Clear? Fine. Now the time is less. I'll tell you the basics of analogy. Right? Fine. Add up this. Analogy. Now, analogy means a partial similarity. A partial similarity is termed as analogy, right? And analogy questions will be like this. Two words will be given in the question, separated by a colon. If I say, cricket, colon, bat. Cricket, colon, bat. This is how an analogy question will be. Question will be, there will be two words given in the question, separated by a colon. What is a colon called? I told you, apposition, right? So this colon tells us that there is some kind of a relationship between the two words. That is what the colon tells us, because a colon is termed as an apposition. So this colon tells us that there is some kind of a relationship between the two words. Clear? Now the very first concept in analogy is same relationship. Same relationship. This is the very first concept in analogy. Same relationship means, what is the relationship between the words in the question? The same relationship must be there between the words in the answer. What is the relationship between the words in the question? The same relationship must be there between the words in the answer. Clear? Fine. Now the words in the question are cricket, colon, bat. Frame a sentence that shows a relationship between cricket and bat. Frame a sentence that shows a relationship between cricket and bat. Any sentence. If I say, we play cricket with a bat, cricket is played with a bat is used to play cricket, anything is okay. If I say, cricket is played with a bat. Cricket is played with a bat. So this is a sentence that shows a relationship between the two words in the question. As I said, what is the relationship between the words in the question? The same relationship must be there between the words in the answer. That's the very first concept, same relationship. I'll give you an example. Clear? Fine. Leave it there. Come to the second concept. Same order. Same order. Same order means the first word in the question can be replaced only with the first word in the option. Similarly, the second word in the question can be replaced only with the second word in the option. That is termed as same order. Clear? Now this is a question. Take this as a question, cricket, colon, bat. I'll give you three options. Option A, racket. You know what a racket is. Racket, colon, tennis. racket colon tennis. Second option, football colon ball. Football colon ball. Third option, Q colon snooker. Q colon snooker. You know what snooker is, right? What do you mean by Q? C-U-E, Q. Q is that stick. The stick is called Q. What do you mean by that? What is it ball called? That striker ball? The ball is termed as Q ball. So stick is the Q and the ball is called Q ball. Now these are the three options. Clear? I said first concept, same relationship. What is the relationship between the words in the question? The same relationship must be there between the words in the answer. Clear? Second concept is same order. I said same order means the first word in the question can be replaced only with the first word in the option. Similarly, the second word in the question can be replaced only with the second word in the option. That is termed as same order. Clear? Third concept is same part of speech. Same part of speech. Same part of speech means if the words in the question are noun colon noun, words in the answer also must be noun colon noun. Clear? If the words in the question are noun colon noun, words in the answer also must be noun colon noun. Similarly, if the words in the question are noun colon verb, words in the answer also must be noun colon verb. Clear? If the words in the question are noun colon verb, in the answer also it must be noun colon verb. Now if the words in the question are noun colon verb, in the answer can it be verb colon noun? If the words in the question are noun colon verb, in the answer can it be verb colon noun? No. Why? Because same order must be there. I told you the first word can be replaced only with the first word, second word only with the second word. That means in the question if the first word is a noun, in the answer also the first word must be a noun. Similarly, in the question if the second word is a verb, in the answer also the second word must be a verb. Clear? So in the question if it is noun colon verb, in the answer also it must be noun colon verb. There's a third concept, same part of speech. I told you about parts of speech in fact. Clear? Now the last concept in analogy is antonyms or synonyms. Antonyms or synonyms. What are antonyms? What do you mean by antonyms? Antonyms are words in the same language having the opposite meanings. Words in the same language having the opposite meanings are termed as antonyms. What do you mean by synonyms? Words in the same language having the same or similar meaning are termed as synonyms. Clear? Now, what I mean to say is just this. If the words in the question are antonyms, words in the answer also must be antonyms. Right? Similarly, if the words in the question are synonyms, words in the answer also must be synonyms. Right? If I say questions like this, joy colon happiness. Joy colon happiness. Antonyms or synonyms? Joy and happiness are synonyms. That means the words in the question are synonyms. So words in the answer also must be synonyms. Clear? Now whenever you take an analogy question, first see whether the words in the question are antonyms or synonyms. If they are not antonyms or synonyms, then you frame a sentence that shows the relationship between the two words. Clear? So these are the four concepts to be kept in mind while doing analogy questions. Right? Now come to this question, cricket colon bat. See whether they are antonyms or synonyms. Cricket, bat, are they antonyms? No. Cricket and bat, are they synonyms? No. So cricket and bat are not antonyms, not synonyms. That means we cannot get any help from this concept. So this concept is gone. I told you if the words are not antonyms or synonyms, then we have to frame a sentence showing the relationship between the two words. We framed a sentence in fact. Cricket is played with a bat. Same relationship is there, same order must be there, same part of speech also must be there. Come to this concept, part of speech. What is the part of speech of cricket? Noun. What's the part of speech of bat? Cricket is played with the bat. Noun. So the words in the question are in the order noun, colon, noun. So words in the answer also must be in the order noun, colon, noun. Clear? Fine. Racket is a noun. Tennis is a noun. Football is a noun. Ball is a noun. Cue is a noun. Snooker is a noun. So all the words are nouns. So we cannot get any help from part of speech also. So this is also eliminated. Now we are left with two concepts. Which are they? Same relationship, same order. Right? I told you the relationship between the words in the question and the words in the answer must be the same. And same order means the first word in the question can be replaced only with the first word. Second word in the question can be replaced only with the second word. Clear? Fine. Now, you may make a guess, educated guess, but what can be the answer in fact? Come to the first option. Racket, tennis. Same relationship must be there, same order must be there. I replace the word cricket with racket, bat with tennis. First word with the first word, second word with the second word. I replace cricket with racket, bat with tennis. Racket is played with the tennis, correct? No. It's ulta, it's the other way, right? So same relationship is not there, same order is also not there. So option A is eliminated. Clear? Come to B, football, colon, ball. I replace cricket with football, first word with the first word, and bat with ball, second word with the second word. Football is played with a ball, correct? Same relationship is there, same order is also there. So B must be considered. Leave it there. Come to 3. I replace cricket with cue, bat with snooker. Cue is played with a snooker. Cue is played with a snooker, correct? No, this one is also ulta, right? Snooker is played with a cue. So same order is not there, same relationship is also not there. So 3 is also eliminated. Answer must be B. Clear? So these are the 4 concepts to be kept in mind while doing analogy questions. Same relationship, same order, same part of speech, then antonyms or synonyms. First see whether the antonyms or synonyms. If not, frame a relationship and go for these 3 concepts. Got it? Fine. I'll give you one more example. I'll rub this part. Take down. Waiter, colon, tip. Waiter, colon, tip. This is a question, right? Fine. Option A says, student, colon, marks. Student, colon, marks. Option B, employee, colon, salary. Employee, colon, salary. Option C, worker, colon, bonus. Worker, colon, bonus. Option D, carpenter, colon, wages. Carpenter, colon, wages. Or if you want to be more precise, you may replace it this way. Worker, colon, bonus. Carpenter, colon, wages. Everything is okay, fine. 4 options. Waiter and tip, they're not antonyms, not synonyms. So forget about this concept. Come to part of speech. Waiter is a noun, tip is a noun. Student is a noun, marks is a noun. Employee is a noun, salary is a noun. Worker is a noun, bonus is a noun. Carpenter is a noun, wages is the noun. So no help from part of speech also, because all are nouns only. Eliminated. Now we want same relationship, same order. First say, waiter gets tip. Waiter gets tip. Same relationship must be there, same order must be there. Waiter gets tip. Student gets marks. Correct? Employee gets salary. Correct? Worker gets bonus. Correct? Carpenter gets wages. Correct. So one relationship did not fetch us the best answer. One relationship gave us 4 correct answers. So we have to go for one more relationship. Clear? Fine. Go for a very precise relationship between waiter and tip. Tip is something extra that the waiter gets, right? Tip is something extra the waiter gets. Are marks something extra that a student gets? No, students are not even getting marks, in fact. Forget about it. So marks anyways are not something extra that a student gets. So this is gone. Is salary something extra that an employee gets? No. Eliminated. Is bonus something extra that a worker gets? Yes. Bonus something extra a worker gets apart from his salary. So C must be considered. Are wages something extra that a carpenter gets? No. Carpenter gets wages for what he does, in fact. It's not something extra. So D is also gone. Answer must be C. So if one relationship doesn't fetch us any answer, we have to go for another relationship. Alright? So think about all those 4 concepts in the case of analogy. Got it? Fine. We'll take a break now. We'll come